Namaste, all of you from India and world. We have a unique session on our platform, Divya Karuna Organization Bharat, with our honorable guest, and she is from Uganda, East Africa, and she is very honorable guest. Our today's guest is Briungi Beatrice. She is providing us a very enlightful sessions on regular basis. So today she is enlighten us on a very relevant topic, and the topic is related to our spiritual psychology, that is experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy. So during session, if one can have any question, you please put up in our comment box. So our ma'am will provide the answer for the relevant questions. Thank you so much once again, ma'am, for providing us your valuable time. So now you can proceed. I saw and I slide here.
Psychosomatic conditions in childhood. And in my work with clients, I combine neuropsychology, which is the physiology of the brain and behavior. I also look at epigenetics, which has to do with changes in organisms caused by modification of gene expression. I also include spirituality that relates to connecting with supreme presence in all creation, in oneness. And I also use quantum physics, which is the connection of our minds with the cosmic mind. And these provide a holistic, multi-dimensionally understanding of health conditions and how they are treated, because we can use so much more of our body, our mind, and our sensory systems. Our minds are stargates. And our bodies are fields of mystery, filled with mysteries that give us keys to the emergence of our healing and health in every area of our lives. There is so much going on in the universe on an energetic level than what can be observed with the five senses alone. Healing and health is connected to our own thinking, our doing, and the activity of the cosmic universal mind. We access the creative power of the cosmic universe and the power of our imagination to tap into the knowledge system of the cosmic universe to energize our body and our mind. It's possible to tap into the reservoir of energy of the cosmos to feel into issues arising in the body, feel whole, healed, integrated with the cosmic field to have a new body, a new mind, and create healing with the cosmic universe. Now, let us ask ourselves this question. What is the key root for our unresolved health conditions? First and foremost, we operate from limited resources about life and about how the quantum field operates. We have to make shifts in our perception of reality of the quantum field. A new science has emerged that reality is different from what we grew up believing. We not only live in the cosmic universe, but the cosmic universe lives within us. We are cosmic universe and the cosmic is in us. We are made of the same substance as the cosmic universe, and that is quantum energy. The cosmic universe is also made of quantum energy. We are the organism environment in the quantum universe of open-ended possibility, including healing all the conditions of our bodies. We can tap into the quantum field and heal our bodies and structures. As quantum energy, therefore, we are blessed with phenomenal possibilities and ways of living. To convert matter to energy and energy back to matter, to rematerialize what we intend to recreate, either a healthy body, a new organ, or a new mind. There is an ethereal layer with the temperate of all organs and systems in our physical body. We can activate the inner dimensions of formless energy, which has all the healing possibilities. Cosmic energy and the quantum mind is a creative, intelligent, and it's conscious. It's the mind. The cosmic universe is mental in origin and character. It is the expression of a mind and consequences of mental activity. It directs our own imaginative, creative mind to influence our genes and our proteins and our hormones, thus supporting our innate pharmacy to upgrade our health. When we learn to access the hidden energetic dimensions of consciousness reality, we will be able to create amazing results in our lives that seem impossible to many. Results that allow us to go beyond what humans can do. We will activate the fullness of our humanity, optimize our quantum potential. Now it's time to come alive in our humanity by the inner terrain of luminous energy that we are. And that helps heal every aspect of our lives, physical, emotional, mental, and psychospiritual, allowing us to experience the full range of our humanity to get to a larger life. We are part of the universal mind, that energy working within our mind, to have healthier bodies through the mind and become co-creators through our mind's imagination and manifest health in our bodies. Are you ready to add a quantum field to heal, replace worn out tissues of our bodies? Now, today we'll be looking at what energy healing is, what energy medicine is, and what energy psychology is. We'll also look at what ill health disease is according to energy psychology, and we'll look at what energy is and how it flows and what depletes energy. We will be able to understand the experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy that I use with children who have psychosomatic complications. And on topic 2, we'll be looking at the psychosomatic diseases, their causes, and the body's innate pharmacy, which has the ability to heal us. In subtopic 3, we'll be looking at how to work with the psychosomatic symptoms as the mind heals the body concept. And in the last subtopic 4, we will be looking at shifting habits. And this has to do with mind science neurobiology. We'll also be looking at the 8 outcomes of a healthy body and a healthy mind, and then look at the exercise that will help us to breathe our way to a better health in order to stimulate the immune system. What is energy healing? Energy healing is a pleasant, powerful therapy that helps connect to our inner source of vibrancy, that is life force. It avails energy, it shifts physical, emotional, and mental dysfunction to health and well-being. Energy healing is a holistic practice that activates the body's subtle energy systems to remove energy blocks that cause disease. And it breaks through these energetic blocks and gets the body to be able to heal itself. Energy healing is based on the understanding that the human energy field is a dynamic system of powerful influences. Our body functions and is powered by energy. Our heart beats using energy pulses. Our brain and nervous system communicates with our entire body through complex energetic pathways. Our human energy field is constantly reacting to the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of our body. Energy healing, therefore, is a complementary modality that should not exclude any Western medicine you may be taking. Energy medicine to healing that treats inventive and it does not interfere with the conventional treatment. Science and art optimize our energies to help the body and mind function better. So energy medicine is a complete system of self-care, and it addresses the physical, emotional, and mental disorders. And energy medicine can promote high-level wellness and peak performance. It heals the body by activating its natural healing energies, and it heals the body by restoring energies that have become weak, disturbed, and out of balance. Now, when we look at slide 11, energy psychology is a collection of mind-body approaches for understanding and improving human functioning. Energy psychology, therefore, focuses on the relationship between what we think, the sensations we have in our body that cause us to behave the way we behave, and this three-circle emotional system causes us to feel the emotions that we feel. Energy psychology is this known bioenergy system that puts together our biofield and energy centers we call chakras. Now, let us explain more about this concept of energy psychology. The body and mind are inseparably intertwined. Experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy is what I use when I am treating children with psychosomatic disorders. And it works by tapping into and focusing on the mind-body connection. Connection between the mental, emotional well-being and the health of the physical body. And this is what it means when we talk about healing the mind through the body or healing the body through the mind. Everyone is a wonderful and also a vulnerable soul or mind. We suffer emotional trauma and we hide them as emotional conflicts, especially past emotional traumas that represent a negative experience or conflict that were repressed and suppressed in the deep unconscious. And they are stored in the subconscious and they rob us of energy supply of life force. When we are in a situation that is so stressful, this can become so active that it steals away our life energy, making us sick. In the long run, it affects the immune system and the nervous and hormonal systems. It controls our thinking, beliefs, and behaviors. So these inner conflicts disrupt proper functioning of the nervous system. And they shape our behaviors and character and can determine how we feel physically. So stored conflict promotes repetitive behavior patterns, and we feel stuck energetically with an emotional theme such as fear, anger, or grief. Disease symptoms manifest in the physical realm such as, and these children that have been receiving from medical practitioners come with unstable gait, chest pain, back pain, limb pain, headaches, muscle fatigue, fainting spells, inability to speak, weakness in the limbs. Some also have difficulty breathing and difficulty swallowing. Now, for health, there must be a harmonious balance. And this balance has to be between the subtle energy, the life force, and the mind and the body. True health isn't only a healthy body and a healthy mind. It is also about the free flowing of life energy within our systems, like blood flows through our circulation system. So genuine health is the harmonious interaction of these three components: the mind, the body, and the life energy that streams through our mind and our body. So emotional conditions often are the root cause of physical illness. So the biggest problem that causes disease is emotions stored in the five internal organs. We have, when we have agitation and hatred, it is stored in the heart and it affects the heart and damages the heart. When we have excessive worry and overthinking, it affects the stomach and damages the stomach. When we have depression and sadness, it affects the lung and causes harm to the lung. Excessive fear causes harm to the kidney and affects the kidney. When we have anger, bitterness, and frustration, it affects the liver. Now, let us look at this thing called energy. What is energy? Energy is the essential life force that flows through all nature. It's the vitality that gives life and direction to all matter. It's balanced emotion that has power to strengthen and energize and heal our bodies and our mind. It goes beyond what conventional science understands it to be. This energy is infinite power. It is incredible force. There is a powerful energy inside us and all around us. However, most of us do not know how to use this energy. We aren't even aware of it. Energy is life force. It is a palatable, animating life, and it can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be altered. It is the energy current that runs through the body. It is derived from the air, the water, and the food we take in. It promotes and controls the movement in the body, and it circulates in the body along meridians or energy pathways. The proper movement of blood and energy, air and water and nutrients is what is needed in order for this energy to pass through all our systems, in order to create harmony in the human body and the human mind. So energy is life force. It is the vibrating ground of our being. It influences how we feel. It influences how we breathe. It influences how we do everything that we have to do. If there were no energy, there would be no life. It is our body's natural self-healing source. It is natural medicine. What are the sources of energy? When we look at slide 17, we get life force from three forces in nature. We get it from the universal force, which is a high masculine, positively charged frequency of the heavens, of the stars, the planets, and the galaxies and the sun. It is energy that expands, and we receive it with every breath we inhale that is highly charged with life force. The second source of energy is the earth force, the mother earth that we step on every time we are walking. It has high feminine negative charge frequencies from the earth, plants, animals that we take in as food. And as we step on earth, we also get that energy with our feet into our bodies. The third source of energy is the human force. And by the human force, I'm talking about the five elements of nature. wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And our kidneys represent the water element. Our heart represents the fire element. The liver represents the wood element, and the spleen represents the earth element, and the lungs represent the metal element. How does energy flow through our systems? We are on slide 18. Now, this energy travels from the earth through our feet, and it also travels from the heavenly force through the crown of our head, and it is received by the heart that circulates it throughout the body. We are on slide 18. And it also gets emitted into the universe. And we become part of this energy loop as energy is flowing in from the heavens into our heart, and also flowing in from the earth through our feet, and we are receiving it from the cosmos with our hands, and all this energy circulates into our heart, that is the magnifier that sends it out into all the areas of our systems and internal organs. What depletes life force? What depletes this energy that is in our bodies running all our systems? The body is a complete energy system, and any imbalance in the body creates an obstruction in the flow of energy, which can result in illness or negative thoughts and feelings. Life force weakens as we age, resulting in illness and suffering. We become mortal, although we are born to be immortal, by draining ourselves of energy through 1, indulging in negative emotions, 2, engaging in excessive sexual activity, 3, depending on material sources of supply to supply our life force, and 4, using drugs for illness that drains much of our body's life force. So to be free from physical and mental health issues, a person must be able to have balanced life force energy that we try to maintain and not deplete unnecessarily. So illness appears when there is an imbalance, a deficiency in the body. We need to conserve physical energy so that it's no longer depleted and scattered as a result of our worldly interactions through our 5 senses, through what we see, through what we hear, through what we smell, what we taste, or excessive sex. We can learn to develop the physical body into an efficient, healthy organism and live in the world and yet stay free of the tensions and stresses of daily life. We can aspire to return to a childlike state of innocence and vitality, regain our original source that is our birthright, and be able to learn how to heal ourselves, how to love ourselves, and to love others, and to help heal others as well. Now, let us look at what experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy is. This is a technique that is used to heal psychosomatic diseases. And it does it very well when the root cause of the disease is determined and the underlying emotional conflicts within the body are resolved. It promotes harmony between the body and the mind. And the premise is that the cause is often hidden deep within unresolved emotional conflicts. Disease, therefore, is a deficiency in the flow of life energy. And this deficiency in the flow of life energy is caused by psychological stress. It is caused by unresolved emotional conflict. It is caused by environmental load. effects of electromagnetic pollution, fear, uneasiness, exhaustion, and functional organ problems. Takes a unique perspective on healing. It is designed to address the body, to address the soul, which has another name, the mind or the psyche. And it is also designed to address life energy, that life force of us as human beings. The life energy that flows through our mind, body. The subtle life energy that pervades the human body in a harmonious interaction of body and mind. Experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy has an aim, and it aims at treating deeper levels of psychic and bodily diseases. And the assumption is that they are deeply seated in our subconscious mind. And these psychological conflicts disturb our energy field and deplete us of our energy. We as adults can also heal our inner child because our minds are so impressionable and suggestible, growing amidst emotional contagion, familial and societal imprints. As children, we are meaning-making machines. We resolve whatever challenges we face by making a belief about it, even when it makes no sense. Remember that time when we were children and everything that would happen to us, we would find a way of giving it a meaning. I will always be like this for the rest of my life. I cannot change this. And whatever we believe about our sense of being that compromises our self-esteem is a belief we took on as a child. Somebody gave us this belief. And these beliefs makes us function in this world incompetently, unable to be confident. We continue to see ourselves as the doormat instead of the flag. We continue to see ourselves as behind the curtains, not in front of the curtains. There is so much more that we can do in order to be able to raise our self-esteem when we use the psychosomatic healing therapy. Now, what are the goals of the experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy? It is to resolve energy blocks, raise energy levels, improve symptoms, balance body, mind, and spirit, activate self-healing capability, develop personal potential, and not only as far as traumas are concerned, but to be able to go into the subconscious and remove those suppressed, repressed emotional traumas that are stored not in the memory in our brains, but in every part of our body. Now, psychosomatic energy healing therapy can be for asthma, for chronic pain, for low motivation, for children who have panic attacks, children with PTSD, traumatic memory loss, irritable bowel syndrome, burnout, depression, bedwetting, fear of school, sleep problems or insomnia, tension headaches, anxiety, and fatigue, which is lack of energy, and food intolerances. There will be a greater ability to cope with stress when we are able to use this tool. We will have improved self-esteem and empowerment, and these psychosomatic symptoms will disappear over time. Now, when we look at psychosomatic disorders, we are looking at what is happening to the autonomic nervous system. And the role of the autonomic nervous system is to make sure that we are safe. There are forces at work besides those we are consciously having control over, like sleeping, defecating, blood pressure, skin temperature, and hunger. And this automatic steering unit is called the autonomic nervous system. It commands bundled up neural nodes of the 6 regions: the pelvis, the upper abdomen, the brainstem, the lower abdomen, the chest, the cardiac area, the brainstem, and the cerebellum. And these areas, when we look at them very, very well, each area has a particular organ that it is having control over. The lungs, where there is grief and depression; the heart, where there is agitation and hate; the liver, where we feel anger and frustration; the stomach, where we have worry and anxiety; and the kidneys, where we have fear, panic, and phobia. And these areas are associated with particular energy centers where, when we feel these psychosomatic conditions, our energy centers become blocked and energy cannot go through very well in our systems. And that depletion of energy causes us to become sick. What is the cause of the psychosomatic disorders? First and foremost, it is these energy blocks. And they may also cause not only psychosomatic disorders, but they will also cause disturbed metabolism. Energy blocks due to emotional conflicts are a primary cause of interpersonal problems and disease. So, experiential psychosomatic energy healing therapy identifies and addresses issues that disrupt our well-being. These are the energy blocks and unresolved emotional issues. And when that has been handled, stress and anxiety are reduced, and the body gets back to its balance. Now, let us look at what it is that happens to these children. What is it that actually gets these children to get these psychosomatic disorder symptoms? The sense of identity or the sense of being issues. When the child was humiliated and it broke their heart. When the child first felt rejected and felt diminished. When this child was taken care of by 5 different stepmothers, and every time that dad got a new wife. When this child has to be bounced like a ball from one home to the next, one home to the next. That kid that the father left and never came back. The 5-year-old whose sibling was the favorite child and he was seen as the underdog. That kid who witnessed dad beat up mom and mom became disabled. That child who was sexually molested. The 11-year-old that's taken to a shrine and then rejected because she's not a fit sacrifice. That 12-year-old whose parents got divorced. That kid who is locked up alone and left in the house that is locked until mommy comes back from work. This wealthy child who seems to be having everything except affection. This child who overhears that she is not dad's child, that her father is another man altogether. This one child who is constantly verbally abused and called names at school and bullied. Children resolve painful experiences in their lives by giving meaning to what they go through, because children are mini meaning-making machines. Children believe, I will always be like this for the rest of my life. I can't change it. I'm powerless. I am not enough. I'm not worthy. My father beats mom. That means I'm not good. I'm a bad boy. My mother is sick, which means I'm hopeless. I can never do anything right. I am humiliated by my stepmom, which means I'm worthless. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I am rejected. No one loves me. I was told I'm ugly. That's why I'm still alone. No one wants me. I was abandoned. I shut down from love. I can't love. I wasn't loved. I don't know how to love. I never felt significant. No one will notice me. No one will listen to me. I never thought I mattered. I will not pass that interview. My parents didn't want me. My mother wanted to abort me. I am useless. I'm a failure. I was told I amount to nothing. I have no motivation for anything at all. We never had money for food. I can't leave food now. I felt discriminated, stigmatized. I felt different. I can't connect to others. This is the plight of children I meet on a daily basis. Children out there are crying for help. We need to get to understand them and to see how we can help them. So how can we work with these symptoms of these children? We have to look for the root cause of the physical symptoms and then treat the cause and remove the cause. If the root is not treated and removed, it never wears off and symptoms will always come back. So when the root is treated and removed, symptoms will never come back. How do we work with these symptoms? There is a pathway that creates a psychological internal response within this body to create changes in the cells of our body. In order to be able to experience transformation, we have to shift the way we think. And this will be a rapid way of transforming how to change habits of thinking. And this is also going to change our actions. That's why it's fast and it doesn't wear off. It transforms us for the rest of our lives. And what we need to understand is the mind only responds in the present tense. I am liberated, I am free, I am enough, I matter, I am worthy, I am whole, I am deserving, I am significant, I am visible. The mind does not react to negatives. I am not scared. The mind will only listen to one word, scared. I am not broke. The mind will only listen to one word, broke. The mind will pick up scared and broke. So the mind responds to those words we say and to the pictures in our head. So we have to use descriptive words that excite the imagination in order to be able to shift what we are sending out into the universe, because that's what we always receive. We have to get the mind to dialogue with the body, because our mind runs our body. The body is run by intelligence network, and there is no limit to what we can do. We are assessing a much powerful part of our mind when we are aware. And we can give suggestions to our mind that will help change our body. First and foremost, this is going to create new neurotransmitters. It is going to create new neural pathways, new synapses, and new genes. And when the genes are affected, they will influence a change in our hormones, and a change in our proteins, and a change in our tissues, and a change in our cells, therefore upgrading our body. Now, the brain does four interesting things if we are able to heal these psychosomatic conditions. And this is what I refer to as mind science neurobiology. The brain, first and foremost, does what it really thinks you want it to do. Two, it tries to move you away from pain and pleasure. And three, it only responds to words you say and the pictures you have in your head. And four, it likes to stay in what is familiar, not what is unfamiliar. The brain can make what is negative and familiar and change it into the positive and unfamiliar. The brain ensures that we survive. So the brain's job is to prepare us for the stress response: fight, flee, or freeze. And we can trick our brain by smiling when it registers that there is no threat and the threat is over. When we smile, the brain releases happiness hormones. And when these happiness hormones flood all our system, they upgrade our genes, our proteins, and our structures. We talked about trauma. And most of these children get these psychosomatic conditions because of some trauma they have experienced and stored in their body. So we have to be able to get them to review the memory without reliving it. What does this mean? Reviewing sees how the memory has shaped and influenced the patient. We have to be able to connect what the patient is going through and what they have gone through, so that we can be able to align the mind and the body to be able to have that conjunction and to heal. We have to be able to shift habits, to shift our mind. And this is what I call mind science neurobiology. Because over time, we are going to experience a consciousness shift. And all of a sudden, things that used to cause us stress will not matter anymore. This consciousness shift allows one to experience emotions instead of becoming them. And this is called understanding without emotions. This is called knowing that we are not our emotions, we are not our thoughts, and we are not those experiences that were traumatic that we went through. We are awareness. When we learn to become an objective observer, not a subjective experiencer, we can heal and command our mind to heal our body. And we can have the 8 transformational outcomes, those things we notice when we change our habits about our health. We are on slide 41. We can have improved immunity. We can have overall health. We can have a faster recovery, and we can have faster healing from illness. We can bounce back quickly from an accident. We can have inner peace. We can have better sleep, and we can have improved longevity and look 10 years younger. Now, as grown-ups, let's ask ourselves this question. Do we take better care of things than our bodies? As we conclude this presentation, I want us to go to slide 42 and see how we can breathe our way back to a better health and increase our immunity. And this is called a new science of breathing. Deep breathing helps get into contact with deep-seated emotions. Those pains, those fears, that anger, frustration, and rejection. And it brings life-giving enlightenment energy into our energetic field. And it also strengthens our aura and protects our aura. When we breathe in that highly supercharged life force, it supercharges our energy levels, it hyperoxygenates our cells, and it rewires our brain to eliminate stress and anxiety as we breathe out on the exhale. Breathing in enlivens the body. As we breathe in that life force, that spirit, that kai or prana. And we can use the breath to send attention to any part of our body where there is blocked energy in any area of our chakras, and where that traumatic memory could have been stored in any part of our body. And we can be able to promote calmness by being present in the wonderful present moment of the now, not anxious about the future, and not thinking and worried of past disappointments. We can always come together in the present moment of the now. Now, I want us to get this breath together. With every in-breath, bring awareness down to the spine and visualize a ball of energy traveling down the spine. And with every out-breath, let the ball of energy rise up again till the top of the head. As you do that breathing in, and you see that ball of energy traveling down the spine, and breathing out, and seeing that energy ball rise up again till the crown of the head, you might begin feeling a burning sensation in the lower belly that can be felt. And every part of our body can be felt with sensations, an indication that energy is being received in our entire biofield. Increased energy can give a tingling sensation in every part of your body. This is a
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful and insightful session once again. And today you covered very amazing topic regarding to subtle unit of universe as well as our body, that is energy or prana, with scientific evidence. So thank you once again, ma'am.